If your car's AC is blowing weak or warm, don't go to a mechanic yet. Most AC problems are simple issues you can fix in minutes, often for under $10, sometimes for nothing at all. Mechanics won't tell you this, but these 10 tricks can restore freezing air, boost fuel economy, and prevent $1,200 failures before they happen. Let's kick this off with the smallest control in your car that makes the biggest difference. Number 10. Use that recirculation button every single time. Your AC has a button you're probably ignoring. It shows a car with a curved arrow inside. That's the recirculation button, and using it drops your fuel consumption while cooling your car twice as fast. Here's what happens when you press it. Your AC stops pulling scorching air from outside and recirculates the already cooled air inside your cabin. This means your system works half as hard to maintain the same temperature. The numbers tell the real story. When it's 90 degrees outside, your AC struggles to cool that incoming heat. But inside your car, the air might already be 70 degrees after a minute or two of cooling. Recirculating that 70-degree air instead of 90-degree outside air saves serious energy. Mechanics see the difference immediately. Cars running recirculation mode put 20% less strain on the compressor. Less strain means fewer repairs and a longer system life. Your fuel economy improves too because the AC compressor pulls less power from the engine. There's another benefit nobody talks about. Recirculation blocks outside pollutants from entering your cabin. When you're stuck in traffic breathing exhaust fumes, this button cuts those contaminants by 20%. That's cleaner air for you and everyone riding with you. The hack works best when temperatures outside climb above 75 degrees. Turn it on right after your AC starts blowing cool. Keep it running until your cabin reaches the perfect temperature. Then you can switch it off if passengers in the back complain about weak airflow. One warning though, never use recirculation in winter or during rain. The moisture gets trapped inside and fogs up your windows within minutes. Save this hack for hot days only, and the next fix is even simpler, but most drivers ignore it until their AC airflow collapses. Number 9. Replace your cabin filter and stop breathing garbage. Your cabin air filter traps dust, pollen, smog, and even bacteria before they reach your lungs. After 12,000 miles, that filter looks like something you'd find in a vacuum cleaner bag. A clogged filter forces your AC to work overtime. Airflow drops by 30%. When the filter gets packed with debris, your system struggles to push air through that blockage, which means weaker cooling and higher fuel consumption. Replacing this filter yourself takes under 5 minutes. No special tools required. Most cars hide the filter behind the glove box. You pop out a few clips, slide the old filter out, and snap a new one in place. The entire job costs between $15 and $30 if you buy the filter online. Compare that to what a mechanic charges. Dealerships want $60 for labor alone. Some luxury car owners pay over $100 for a simple filter swap that literally anyone can do. The filter does more than improve airflow. A clean filter stops mold and bacteria from growing inside your AC system. That musty smell you notice when you first turn on the AC? That's bacteria colonies thriving on your dirty filter. Replace it and the smell vanishes. Here's what mechanics won't tell you. Some filters last longer than others, but the interval stays the same. Carbon-activated filters trap odors better than standard paper filters. They cost a few dollars more, but make a noticeable difference if you drive through areas with heavy pollution or sit in traffic often. Your AC system thanks you every time you replace this filter. Cleaner air, better cooling, lower fuel consumption, and zero bacterial growth. That's a $15 investment that pays off every single drive. But cleaning this next spot is the real reason some cars never develop that nasty AC smell. Number 8. Clean your AC inlet before mold takes over. The AC inlet sits at the base of your windshield where air enters your system. Leaves, twigs, and debris pile up in those slots if you park under trees or drive on dirt roads. That debris creates the perfect environment for mold growth. Dark, damp, and packed with organic material. Within weeks, You've got a bacterial breeding ground feeding directly into your cabin. The smell hits you first. Turn on your AC, and you're greeted with a musty odor that makes passengers ask what died in your vents. That's mold spores circulating through your entire system. Cleaning the inlet takes 2 approaches depending on severity. If you see visible debris but smell nothing unusual, grab a brush and clear the slots. Blow out loose material with compressed air if you have it. This prevents future mold growth and keeps your AC pulling clean air. But if that musty smell already exists, you need a deeper clean. Roll down all windows and turn your AC fan to the lowest setting. Spray Lysol or automotive AC disinfectant directly into the inlet. The fan pulls that disinfectant through the entire system, killing bacteria and eliminating odors. Here's the key part. Remove your cabin filter before spraying disinfectant. Otherwise, the filter traps all the cleaning solution and you waste your time. Let the fan run for 30 seconds after spraying, then reinstall your filter. This hack solves 2 problems at once. You stop breathing mold spores, and your AC blows noticeably colder because airflow improves. Do this twice a year, and you'll never deal with that musty smell again. But none of that matters if you lose cooling every time you get into your car, and most people do. Number 7, stop pre-cooling and use this instead. You walk out to your car on a scorching day. The interior feels like a furnace. Your first instinct is to start the car and let the AC run for 10 minutes before driving. That's called pre-cooling, and it's burning your fuel for 0 benefit. Your AC uses roughly half a gallon of fuel for every hour it idles. 10 minutes of pre-cooling wastes money and puts unnecessary wear on your compressor. Here's what actually works. Get in your car, start the engine, and roll down all 4 windows. Turn your AC to the coldest setting with the fan on low. After 15 seconds, the AC kicks in and starts blowing cool air. Now, crank the fan to maximum. The combination of open windows and high fan speed forces all that trapped hot air out of your cabin. After another 15 seconds, roll up the front windows completely. Leave the rear windows cracked about 2 inches. This creates positive pressure inside your cabin. Cool air flows from front to back, pushing hot air out through those rear window gaps. After 15 more seconds, close all windows completely. Your cabin cools 3 times faster using this method compared to pre-cooling. You're not wasting fuel while the car sits idle. The AC compressor only works when it needs to, which means less wear and longer system life. The physics makes sense. Your car holds around 150 cubic feet of air. When that air is 120 degrees and you're trying to cool it while sealed inside, your AC fights an uphill battle. Push that hot air out first, and your AC only needs to cool the fresh air coming in. This hack alone saves you money every time you drive during summer. No more pre-cooling, no more wasted fuel, and your car reaches comfortable temperature in under a minute. If you're finding these hacks useful, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss another money-saving tip. We've got 5 more coming, and they only get better. Number 6, park smart or watch your fuel bill explode. Your car turns into a greenhouse when parked in direct sunlight. At 80 degrees outside, your interior hits 118 degrees within 40 minutes. The dashboard can reach 180 degrees. That's hot enough to fry an egg. When you finally get in and turn on the AC, your system works double duty. It's not just cooling air, it's fighting against superheated surfaces, radiating heat back into the cabin. Your fuel consumption jumps 20% on days like this. The solution costs $0. Park in the shade whenever possible. An hour in the shade versus an hour in direct sun creates a 40-degree difference in cabin temperature. That's 40 fewer degrees your AC needs to overcome. If shade is not available, use a windshield sunshade. These reflective covers cost $8 at any big box store. They block sunlight from heating your dashboard and front seats. Studies show they reduce interior temperature by 30 to 40 degrees. Here's the math that matters. Your compressor burns about 0.2 gallons per hour when working at full capacity. Park in the sun, and your compressor runs full blast for the first 10 minutes. Park in shade with a sunshade and your compressor barely works. Over a summer of daily driving, you're looking at real savings. 50 starts in direct sun versus 50 starts in the shade equals roughly 2 gallons of fuel. That's $15 to $20 in your pocket just from smarter parking. The hack extends beyond fuel savings. Lower interior temperatures mean less wear on your AC components. Your compressor lasts longer. Your refrigerant stays pressurized better. Even your interior materials last longer because they're not baking at 150 degrees every day. But what's under your hood matters even more, and the next part can fail silently. Number 5. Blast your condenser clean and avoid $1,200 repairs. Your AC condenser sits at the front of your car directly behind the grille. It looks like a small radiator with thin metal fins. This component removes heat from your refrigerant and keeps everything cool. The problem is location. Being at the front means every bug, leaf, and piece of road debris gets sucked into those fins. Within months, you've got a layer of gunk blocking airflow. Dead bugs melt onto the metal from the heat. Dirt packs between the fins. When your condenser can't dissipate heat properly, your entire AC system suffers. Cooling drops by 30%. Your compressor works overtime trying to compensate. Eventually, that compressor overheats and fails. Average replacement cost? $1,200. Cleaning your condenser prevents this disaster. Wait until your engine is completely cool. Never spray water on hot metal. Grab a garden hose with a spray nozzle and a soft bristle brush. Set your hose to medium pressure. Spray the condenser from the engine side, pushing debris out the front. Work from top to bottom in smooth sweeping motions. Stubborn bugs and packed dirt need the brush. Gently scrub between the fins until they look clean. The key word is gentle. Those fins bend easily. Once bent, airflow drops permanently. Use a soft touch with both water and brush. Take your time and check your work. Let everything dry completely before starting your car. Water dripping onto hot engine components causes other problems you don't need. Wait an hour or run a leaf blower over the area if you're impatient. Clean your condenser twice a year, once before summer and once in fall after all the bugs are gone. This 15-minute job saves you from 4-figure repairs and keeps your AC blowing ice cold for years. And if this next component stops working, your AC will fail exactly when you need it most. Number 4. Check those cooling fans or lose your AC completely. Your car has 2 cooling fans behind the condenser. One pulls air through the radiator. The other pulls air through the AC condenser. If either fan dies, your AC stops working during the exact moments you need it most. Fans fail when you're sitting still. Idling at a traffic light on a hot day with no airflow through the condenser means your AC starts blowing warm. The moment you start moving and ram air hits the condenser, cooling returns. Testing your fans takes 5 minutes. Turn your car on and crank the AC to maximum cold with the fan speed on high. Walk around to the front and wait. Both fans should spin up within 3 to 5 minutes. If one fan spins and the other stays still, you've found your problem. If both fans stay off, you've got a bigger issue. Either way, you need new fans before your AC fails completely during the middle of summer. Here's where mechanics rip you off. Dealerships charge $300 to $500 per fan. They claim you need original equipment manufacturer parts for proper fit. That's a lie. Aftermarket fans cost under $100 each and work identically. Replacing fans yourself is straightforward. Most fans are held in with 4 bolts and connected with a single electrical plug. Unbolt the old fan, unplug it, plug in the new one, and bolt it down. 30 minutes of work saves you $400 in labor. One fan failure might not seem urgent. Your AC still works while driving, but that working fan is now doing double duty. It will fail soon from the extra load. Then, you're stuck with no cooling at all. Check your fans right now. Catch a failing fan before it dies completely, and you'll never experience that nightmare moment when your AC quits during a heat wave. But airflow alone can't save your AC. This next part can destroy your compressor without warning. Number 3. Inspect your serpentine belt before it destroys your compressor. Your serpentine belt connects your engine to every accessory, including your AC compressor. When that belt starts slipping or cracking, your compressor spins at the wrong speed. Cooling drops, even though everything else seems fine. A failing belt makes noise. You'll hear squealing when you first start the car or when you turn the AC on. That sound is rubber slipping against metal because the belt is loose or worn. Pop your hood and look at the belt with the engine off. Check for cracks running across the width. Look for glazing where the belt surface appears shiny and hard. Check for fraying at the edges. Any of these signs means replacement time. A slipping belt does more than reduce cooling. It generates heat from friction. That heat transfers to your compressor bearings. Over time, those bearings fail. Your compressor seizes. Now you're facing a $2,000 repair because a $65 belt went bad. Replacing a serpentine belt yourself ranges from easy to complex depending on your car. Some models let you reach the belt easily. Others require removing multiple components to access it. Check your specific model online before attempting this yourself. If replacement looks too difficult, pay a mechanic to do it. Even at a shop, belt replacement costs under $200 including labor. That's cheap insurance against compressor failure. Inspect your belt every oil change. Catch wear early, and you'll never deal with a snapped belt that leaves you stranded or a damaged compressor that empties your wallet. But cooling means nothing if you're running low on the one chemical your AC depends on. Number 2. Top off your refrigerant and skip the $300 recharge. Your AC system uses refrigerant to create cold air. In a perfect world, that refrigerant circulates forever inside a sealed system. Reality is different. Seals age. Connections loosen. Refrigerant slowly leaks out. When refrigerant drops below optimal levels, cooling suffers. Your AC blows cool instead of cold. The compressor runs constantly trying to compensate. You burn more fuel and get less cooling. Mechanics love low refrigerant. They charge $300 for a recharge. Then they try selling you condenser repairs and leak tests you probably don't need. Most slow leaks are normal system aging. Buy a recharge kit yourself for $40. These kits include refrigerant, a pressure gauge, and a hose that connects to your AC system. The process takes 15 minutes. Find your low-pressure AC port under the hood. It's marked with an L and located near the firewall. With your engine running and AC on maximum, connect the recharge kit hose to that port. The gauge shows current pressure. If pressure sits in the red zone, your system needs refrigerant. If it's in the yellow zone, you're borderline. Green means you're fine. Assuming you need refrigerant, squeeze the trigger on the recharge can. Watch the gauge. When it reaches the middle of the green zone, stop. One critical note: only use R134A refrigerant. The new R1234YF costs 20 times more and provides zero additional benefit. Your system will not tell the difference. Ignore marketing about environmental improvements. R134A works perfectly and doesn't destroy the ozone layer. After recharging, your AC should blow ice cold again. If it doesn't, you've got other problems. But for most cars with gradual cooling loss, a $40 recharge restores full performance. And this final check is the one mechanics hope you skip. It shuts down AC systems every summer. Number 1. Verify your coolant level because your AC depends on it. Never shut off your AC for weeks trying to save a little fuel. It sounds smart, but it's actually one of the fastest ways to damage your entire system. Your AC relies on refrigerant circulating through the lines. That refrigerant carries oil that lubricates rubber seals and O-rings. When you stop using the system for long stretches, those seals dry out, crack, and begin leaking. What started as a fuel-saving experiment quickly turns into a full recharge, dye test, and seal replacement. You saved maybe $20, and now you're spending hundreds fixing preventable damage. Your compressor takes an even bigger hit. Inside that compressor are metal components that depend on refrigerant movement to stay lubricated. When you don't run the AC for weeks, that lubrication stops. corrosion begins forming on bearings, shafts, and cylinder walls. A corroded compressor starts making noise, loses efficiency, and eventually locks up. Replacing it costs around $1,200, all because the system sat unused. Luckily, the solution is extremely easy. Run your AC for 5 minutes every single week, no matter the season. It doesn't matter if it's freezing, raining, or you don't need cooling. 5 minutes is enough time for refrigerant and oil to circulate fully through the system, re-lubricate seals, and protect internal components. That short runtime uses about 25 cents worth of fuel. Over an entire year, that's around $13. Compare that small cost to the hundreds or even thousands you'd spend repairing damage from neglect. Your AC is just like any other mechanical system. Regular use prevents expensive failures. Neglect is what destroys components. Keep your AC running weekly, even briefly, and you'll avoid leaks, corrosion, and compressor breakdowns. It's the easiest maintenance you'll ever do, and it keeps your AC blowing ice cold for years. Now your AC is blowing cold again, and if you want your next car to last just as long, the video on your screen shows 15 luxury models that stay rock solid after warranty.